Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Owen Morris from chronicallyinchrist.com. 1 Thessalonians 2:8 says, "We were so taken by you that we not only eagerly shared with you God's good news, but we also shared with you our own lives." That's how much you've come to mean to us. It can be really hard to share your life, particularly the worst parts of it. To be honest, I found it very hard to release my story into the world in the introduction of my book, Chronically in Christ. However, since then, several of you have trusted me enough to share your own stories, and that has really meant a lot to me. Now, I think I'm ready to share a really dark season of my life with you. It was a time when I was extremely sick, with lupus attacking my kidneys. I was taking Methotrexate, which made me nauseous all the time. It made me lose my hair, and I was looking and feeling awful. At this same time, I was going through a divorce, trying to work and be a single mom to my young daughter. I was living in a fog and never fully present. I kept reliving traumatic memories over and over in my mind. I was constantly worrying about the effects of the divorce on my daughter and dwelling in the unfounded guilt that I couldn't hold things together. I remember intentionally trying to pull myself back to the present just to play with my daughter, but I felt so much less than alive. I did not know I was in depression until it lifted, and then I couldn't talk about it for the longest time. Yet, during that awful time, I prayed and I begged God, and I read the Bible, and I went to counseling. I made it through it with family, friends, and faith. It slowly lifted over a few years, like a mist evaporating delicately and gradually. I didn't notice it immediately until one day everything was different. There was clarity and joy once again, and I finally knew it would be all right. I didn't know I was depressed during that season until it was over. I just knew something wasn't right, but I didn't identify it as depression until much, much later. I wonder if some of you today are living life in a daze, unable to fully participate. I would encourage you to reach out for help. Maybe you know someone who is in the depths of chronic illness, going through the motions of life as best they can, but not really living it. Please contact them and offer your support. Depression is a cold, dark place that is impossible to manage alone. Thank you for listening, and remember to stay chronically in Christ.